Oh man. Now with that recording, I can finally the inaugural first bush light of another season of Sports Dolls.
Season Quattro.
4.
Yes. Is that not
That's
crazy?
I was telling people about this weekend, and I was just sitting here going, yeah, we got a podcast episode, and they're like, oh, you have a podcast? And I go, geez, this is seriously the 4th year of us doing it. So I can't believe it.
Ever since 2020, right?
Yep. Sport Dolls is back. And then also just thinking about this, guests to finish last year and guests to start this year. Alex, you're back again.
Damn right.
Here. Just great to have you, Alex. You looking great as always. Little red.
The sunburn is really fucking taking over.
That's what I was gonna say. Are your picks gonna be as hot as you?
God, I hope so, because I'm sitting down in the basement, air conditioned, and I'm like sweating right now. It's so warm.
I got a little AC blasting on me, and it's a little cold in here. I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. Maybe if you see me get up and move around, that's why.
Yeah, and you got volleyball tonight too.
And I got volleyball tonight. Today has just been it's going to be a very awesome sports day with a draft. We did a fantasy football draft. Us 3 did before this episode, and then get to do the episode, and then obviously win the losers bracket of volleyball tonight. So pretty sporty over here.
Oh yes, it's so many things going, but yet here we are.
I am intrigued to see this intro that you have for yet another year, Dad. What do you have something up your sleeve right now?
Oh yeah, it's right here.
Bam. Wow. Wow.
Can you believe
it? Again. It's just
a
like
little international flair and everything.
I knew you had it in you, but it's like when you keep coming up with gold, how do you just keep topping it? I don't know.
Well,
Josh got a preview of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Totally.
Totally.
So I mean, for sure. We just saw it. It was impeccable.
Well, as we kick it off this year,
guys,
we're going to start off with predictions. And I know 2 years ago we did the predictions, but which, by the way, I picked Georgia and Georgia did it. We didn't last year because a lot of life got in the way. But let's look at the Big Ten. And first of all, Alex, guess who are you picking for Big Ten East, Big Ten West to win and your ultimate champion?
Probably need to know who's on each side. I think I mean, you got like UCLA, you got USC rolling, and what the Ducks in it.
They're not joining.
They're not there yet, so it's still the 14.
Still the Big Ten that you know, Alex.
Okay, thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys go first.
So Alex, there's Minnesota, Wisconsin. They're still in the Big Ten this year.
Yep. Well, obviously it's gonna be like Ohio State.
Oh yeah.
And then Nebraska.
Oh yeah, clearly.
Yes, that's it.
Yep.
All right. So I would say Ohio State they're part of the East, correct?
Yes.
Alex, I would assume that's your pick
for
the big and Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for the fences this year.
Wow.
This is the year. the Illinois in the mix too. I don't know. Actually, they're no joke.
They are no joke.
Upswing.
Are they in the West though?
They are in the West. So, Alex, you said you
Ooh.
have Ohio State and Nebraska.
Wow.
Is that
Stiff.
first? Is Michigan in the West or the East?
I
East.
think they're East.
Yeah, I was gonna say a battle between Michigan and Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nebraska, Ohio State. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Alex, stick with your guns,
Josh?
I am also, but Ohio State lost CJ Stroud. Obviously, they have another 5-star recruit behind them. But you know what? I just think Michigan's on a tear with them making the playoffs last year and kind of running out of time, almost made a national championship. I'm going to go with Michigan to win the Big Ten East. And honestly, I am going to say Illinois is going to win the Big Ten West.
They are looking good. These are just the laughing stock. It's like, oh, we're going to go get a win play at Illinois.
They've been tough. Yeah, exactly. And so they're pretty scary. They finished pretty strong. I have zero information about how many seniors graduated, who they're, but it just seems right. I don't like picking Illinois, but I will go Illinois, Michigan, with obviously Michigan winning it all and winning the Big Ten.
Okay, and Illinois in their non-conference, they do have they are playing Kansas, who did make it to a bowl for the first time in years last year.
They're going to beat up on them.
Oh my goodness, I didn't realize I picked the champion. I didn't even pick the champion. Nebraska's just going to fall short. Ohio State's going to win it all.
Okay.
Nebraska is going to give them a tough game.
A real tough game.
But they're going to lose on a game-winning field goal as time expires.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see it.
Big Ten West, I like what the Gophers put on the field. However, when you got like the second toughest schedule in football, that's not going to feed into it. And then let's go to the team that's got the easiest schedule, and I'm going to go Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
And I'm with you, Josh. Michigan just has everybody back and edging out Ohio State because they are playing Ohio State in the Big House, and Michigan winning the Big Ten.
Absolutely beautiful. So the Big Ten West is, really a toss up here. We have Nebraska, Wisconsin, and Illinois. Part of me wanted to say Minnesota, but like you said, that schedule is awful. Like, it's cool. I can't wait to go to the Michigan game, but it's just going to be like, who are we going to be able to hold on at all?
And Josh, you rolled right over the top of the Big Ten West returning champion and Ted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what? I think that was more of a fluke, them getting in there, considering Minnesota also could have made it to the Big Ten championship, a couple games one way or the other. So, sorry, Ted, but I just don't think the Boilermakers are that good. They're good enough to get you excited and really good at choking.
Okay, Alex, right back at you. Now we take it from here for your 1 through 4 seed to make the playoff. And as you're thinking about it, obviously 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3 and a national champion. Let's start with who are your top 4 to make the playoff?
Oof. Obviously Nebraska if they won the Big Ten.
Yeah,
but they're not going to.
No, next year goals. Next year going to make the Big Ten championship.
That's right. You gotta go.
We're just hoping to get over 500.
Yeah.
I think Alabama is going to be just dirty this year. They lost the spotlight to Georgia, and I don't think Nick Saban likes that too much. We're gonna go with Alabama over Georgia. Georgia second place.
So Alabama 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Georgia 2. Ohio State 3. I don't think I can say TCU.
No, they
No.
after that national championship, man, they just got walloped.
I'm going to stick with the Big Ten on this one. Michigan. I
Sneak
think
them in
they're
there.
a freaking solid team, and they were fun to watch in the playoffs, and they should have won that game.
Yes, that's the part where it's just like the saying of like, we didn't lose, we ran out of time. But they started so bad, and then you saw like
themselves in the foot.
Yeah, and they just kept fighting back. It's like, geez, if they just played average, I agree. I think they win that game. I don't think they beat Georgia in the national championship, but I do think they make it a heck of a lot closer than what TCU did.
And let's not forget, Ohio State was one play away from beating Georgia. Correct.
It was a field goal. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, and then I felt bad for Michigan against TCU too. It was like right before half, they got that touchdown taken back from that bomb throw. Ended up fumbling it, and it's just so many missed opportunities, little ref error, and Michigan was definitely the better team.
Yeah, Fiesta Bowl passed. Darla and I went, and it reminded me the atmosphere of way back when it was Oklahoma State and Stanford with a full house, just loud, and no one left because it was a tight game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys got your money's worth at that game. It was just, it had to be just insane atmosphere.
So cool. Only problem in hindsight is I would have rather sat in the TCU section. I went with my Big Ten heart, and Michigan section was not fun.
Sorry,
Wolverine.
Oh. Still better than the Ohio State section.
All right. 4 teams in the playoffs. Obviously, with Michigan winning the Big Ten, they will be in there.
I am nervous. 1?
I don't know. I'm going to just pick 4 teams, and then I'll get back to you there. I am nervous about Georgia losing Stetson Bennett. I know he was a great quarterback for them. It's like, I know someone's going to step in, but it's new. You just don't know. And I have no idea who's their starting quarterback is. So that's a gamble that I'm uncertain of. Alabama's the same way, losing their quarterback to the draft as well, number 1 overall. So that part does make me nervous, but they're good. I am going to go. I think Alabama wins outright in the SEC and makes the playoffs. I think they were absolutely livid that they didn't make it. Rightfully so. They don't deserve it, but I think they're going to bounce back very hard. So I got Michigan and Alabama in so far. Goodness. Who else do I shoot for? Honestly,
does Clemson get back?
I was gonna say I was thinking USC, Alex. Yeah. I'm like, they got a returning quarterback, I believe. Yeah. And they were pretty tough. So I'm gonna put USC in there. One more time before they join the Big Ten. And like you said, does Clemson get back? I don't know. My heart says no. I don't think Clemson gets in the playoffs, but it's like, who else from the ACC gets in there? Not sure about that. What do I say? Pitt, maybe? Ugh, doesn't feel right. I'm gonna be optimistic and pull an Alex and say I think we get another 2 Big Ten teams in there. I think Michigan and Ohio State, Alabama, and USC.
Okay, put them in order.
Oh, I figured you were going to put Georgia number 1 easily again.
No, I don't think they make the playoffs this year. Cameron's going to hate me for it, but I don't feel it. I'll cheer for them. Number 1, Alabama. Number 2, Michigan. Number 3, USC. Number 4, Ohio State.
Wow, Big Ten hearts are overflowing.
Always. I mean, it's so optimistic. It's easy to do early in the season. So that's why I can get away with it right now. Ask me towards the end of the season of the podcast, and
that'd have been funny if you would be like, Ohio State number 2, Michigan number 4. It just contradict you. Like, I got
contradict my picks. Yeah, for sure. I think Alabama goes undefeated. I think Michigan goes undefeated.
Whoa.
I think
LSU back up there.
Are you? Oh, baby.
So mine, Alex is reading in there. I think Georgia's just too good, and just the fact that their toughest opponent on the other side is Auburn. And I think they're gonna just mow their way right through the East, and they will win. They're so good.
They are very good.
Michigan's schedule is not very hard, and I say that Michigan, Ohio State, number 2 seed is interchangeable because whoever wins that is going to get it. Here's one just because of their schedule. LSU. I'm going with a reach on this.
Sure.
And LSU getting in because they make it to the playoff and then they lose to Georgia. And USC was hands down my pick because they have so many people coming back and that didn't leave. Although now with their news going to the Big Ten, I have a feeling them, Oregon, Texas, Oklahoma all have a target on their back. So I'm still going to say USC.
They're with LSU in there too. Yeah, goodness. Now you got me thinking, like, who from the Big 12? Like, obviously Texas is always overrated and ranked high early in the season. Oklahoma's pretty tough. Part of me was like, oh, maybe Baylor. Who knows? No, I'm gonna stick with my guns.
By the way, Texas has a kind of a tough non-conference game. Alabama.
Ooh, they get to play. Yeah. That's gonna be a rough kick in the gonads to start, but hey.
I will continue it here, and Georgia winning in the 1-4 game.
Yep.
And LSU and an all SEC championship again, which everybody hates, but they're so damn good. Yep. And LSU is the national champion. Take it to the bank.
Wow. There it is.
Okay.
Joe Burrow's going to be talking them up, and they're going to get fired up.
All Alex? Right, Alabama, Michigan. Same thing. I think Alabama, they're going to win that, and I think they're going to win overall. I think they're just going to come charging back. Like it was like an embarrassment for them last year, it seemed.
Right. So it's just
Georgia.
Like refocused.
I'm going to throw Ohio State in there and just have another boring Ohio State Alabama championship.
Yeah. I can see that.
Okay. Yeah. I think USC has enough to win. I think USC versus Michigan is going to be a fun game. Alabama, Ohio State, the 1-4. Alabama's going to win. And I do believe Michigan will win. They got robbed of a national championship opportunity. They're not going to make that mistake again. They will win the 2-3 game between Michigan and USC. And then you'll have Alabama, Michigan national championship. Alabama wins it all.
You know, even though I didn't pick Michigan to be in like the play or to be in the championship or anything like that,
yeah,
I would be so happy if Michigan won. That'd be awesome. Harbaugh and them.
You had Michigan. You had Michigan over USC, right?
I had Michigan over USC,
right.
Yes, in the first round of playoffs.
And then you're staying, you guys, and then Alabama.
Oh, by the way, Victor Hovland just shot a freaking 31 on the front nine. So
there you have it.
He's humming.
You love to see it.
Okay, well, Bard says it's going to be Georgia number 1, Ohio State 2. Michigan 3, and USC 4. Others to watch: Alabama, Florida, LSU, Penn State, and believe it or not, Bart must be drinking.
Nebraska
seemed to watch Wisconsin.
Watch out for Wisconsin. Everyone's looking over Nebraska. Alex just knows. Yeah. Is Mertz still the quarterback at Wisconsin?
No.
Who's the quarterback? You can say it. I wouldn't know it, so it doesn't matter.
I was going to say, with the portal and everything, it's really hard to find information out there because, like Nebraska didn't even release their depth chart until yesterday.
Mm-hmm. They may want that for Thursday. They got a game coming up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Rumor has it.
Right into your wheelhouse, Alex. Nebraska at Minnesota. I'm bummed out you're not going to be there. Darla's only game is always that kickoff Thursday night game, national televised game on Fox.
Bingo.
Gophers are picked by 7.5.
Love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
You know what? Nebraska can't get in the Big Ten championship if they don't start off with Minnesota.
I was gonna say
it's true. So you're gonna go Nebraska over Minnesota.
Yep.
You got a good point, right? You know, they gotta win to get to the championship game. Gotta start somewhere. I will go very opposite, and I will go the Gophers home opener, season opener, basically kicking off college football. I'm very excited to be there. I have to buy a yellow. I have to buy a yellow shirt because I don't have one. But I think Minnesota is gonna be electric. Is the word I'm gonna use.
It's a sellout and it's a gold out. It's gonna be flipping cool.
Gophers winning and covering that spread, baby.
A lot of red in there.
A lot of red.
They tend to travel pretty well. Let's put it that way.
They sure do.
Asking Bard because and then just to to give you guys a chance, the guest and Josh. I'm not using the algorithm until at least game 5 because there's just not enough data to feed it. So, but I like technology. So Bard's, I'm referring to it and helping a bit. I'm excited with you, Josh. I just think it's going to be so much fun. And the three of us have been to Nebraska games. Nebraska fans are the best in the country, hands down.
They're so nice.
They're awesome.
Hands down. Last year when we were leaving, had 3 guys come up and shake my hand to congratulate me on my team. Like I had something to do with it.
Well, yeah, we do.
I went to Lincoln once a game and they're like thanking it was against the Gophers. And we're there with Gopher fans and they're like thanking the Gopher fans for coming to Lincoln.
Yes.
It's great.
That would be a fun extended weekend one of these times.
Oh yeah.
Next year, going to Lincoln. Like, what are you doing there? Literally just going for the football game. So can't wait.
Yeah. Downtown's awesome. Stadium's freaking massive. I think it holds like 90-some thousand. It's there's a lot of blue jeans, a lot of reds.
I think next year we 3 of us make a run down there.
That sounds lovely. Sold.
Well, my pick, Bard says that Nebraska could pull off a victory upset if they play their best game and Minnesota turns the ball over.
That's usually how it works.
Yeah. It looks like the final score is going to be Minnesota 27, Nebraska 17. So that would be Minnesota winning and covering.
Boom.
Okay. Now we get into the oh my gosh, look at the spreads. The Big Ten's all at home, and we have Central Michigan at Michigan State, and I am shocked that this is not a larger spread than that.
I was going to agree with you on this. I think it's going to be a pretty easy cover and win by Michigan State.
What is the spread? I can't see
14.5, Josh.
14.5, sorry.
For Central Michigan at Michigan State.
Yeah, in Lansing.
Wow. Some would say East Lansing, believe it or not. In old Lansing, north, south, east.
That's right. I forgot. You've been up there, haven't you?
I sure have.
Yeah.
Great place. Yeah, Alex, you're going with Michigan State to win and cover.
Yep.
I will also go with Michigan State to win and cover. That is a funny low spread that obviously someone knows something we don't, or they're just dumb.
And you're curious what Bard has to say.
Obviously.
Michigan State is more experienced team and better overall roster. However, Central Michigan is a young team trying to find its identity. Just what you want to do against a Big Ten team.
Yes.
Bard says the final score could be something like 38-24.
Wow, that's
all right.
Tight.
A little rusty.
That means it's Central Michigan, according to Bard, right?
Is that what you're going with?
That's what I'm going with.
Oh,
You keep saying Bard, and I think you were talking about Jordan Bardwell.
Yeah,
and I'm like, God,
Bard. Well, maybe who? Bardwell's behind this, entering the stuff in.
That's true. Yep, he's pretty wicked on a laptop, so I can see it. All right, Dean's going with Central Michigan or obviously Michigan State to win, but they will not cover.
East Carolina at Michigan at the Big House. Michigan by 36.
Oh boy.
And obviously it's one of my playoff teams. But once you get to like 36 over the team, I don't know. Michigan's going to win. I don't think they're going to cover. But now that I say that, they'll end up covering it.
Yeah, I was going to say 30. Like once you're up by 28, 31, like
the
stuff
starters
like that,
are out.
They're gone. That's against East Carolina. And that's the part where I always have a hard time with these big spreads. But at the same time, I think the starters are going to play a half no matter what. I will take, obviously, Michigan winning and covering. They're going to come out big.
Alex, you said Michigan also?
They're going to win, but they're not going to cover. So it'll be East Carolina.
Oh, so okay.
Mm-hmm. And since Alex said now that he said that Michigan won't cover, means they will, I will take the Michigan covering.
Bard has Michigan winning 45-15. And the last 2 years,
that's not 36.
Michigan has the soft part of the schedule, they never cover. So, Alex, I'm with you. Michigan will win, but not cover.
Well, I can't wait till it's like 35-0 at half, and I'm going to be like, yes. And then it just stays steady Eddie the whole time.
Like, are you kidding me?
Come on, guys. Play a little bit. I just think even with the backups going in there, that Michigan backups are going to be that much better than the starters of Eastern Carolina. I still think they're going to run up points in the second half.
Okay, moving along. I'm surprised at this one too. Fresno State at Purdue at West Lafayette. Purdue by 4. 4 points. That's bare. That's just home field.
Yeah. Gonna win and cover.
Oh man, Fresno State. I was gonna say,
they're not really a joke of a team either.
No, definitely not. I'll say the Gophers have started their season against Fresno State like in past years. Is that correct, or am I thinking like San Jose?
We've seen them play at least once.
Yeah, they're tough. They're a tough team for sure. Like I said, boy, I have no idea about Purdue's team and whatnot. But I think I was pooping on Purdue earlier. I'm gonna keep doing that and say Fresno State is gonna upset them. Just outright win.
Love that.
They're gonna come up here. They're gonna say, "Come all this way. We can play with you guys and can beat them."
Alex, who'd you go with?
Yeah, Purdue's gonna win.
Purdue. Okay. Yep. Sorry, just running the spreadsheet and feeding Bard is tough.
Yeah, no, just because they're the home team.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna be good this year, but I don't know. What do I know?
What do I know? You know,
I think Purdue, because they always have an experienced quarterback. They say they didn't lose a lot on defense. They lost some of their weapons. Bard has Purdue 31-24. That's more than 4. So I'm going Purdue.
31. Yeah. It's these first weeks are always iffy. Like, some teams just working out those kinks sometimes. And sometimes it's just not very pretty. And I just don't think they're going to do it. But hey, that's because I'm an expert and I know things.
And then, as the three of us have gotten burnt over the years, anytime when Iowa has a large spread,
stay away.
Utah State at Iowa by 25.
God,
if you were gonna say it, Iowa, they're gonna win, but they're gonna win by like 10 points, maybe. That's But yeah, they're
Man.
gonna win. They're not gonna cover Utah State.
That's so big of a spread for Iowa.
We're just a ground and pound team.
Right. Yeah. I think I say it every year. It's like their offense, may not score a point, but I feel like their defense may not give up a lot. But 25 is a lot. I'm gonna go with Alex. Iowa will win, but Utah State, they're gonna stick around a little bit.
Bard has Iowa winning 40-17. So I think I'm in the same camp as both of you.
That's it. Yeah. Sorry, Iowa. We all think you're going to win, but you don't score a lot of points running the ball as much as you do, unless you have Reggie Bush on your team, and then that's a different case.
Yeah, pretty good Rose Bowl.
Yeah, great Rose Bowl. Sorry, Chuck.
Okay, part of Wisconsin's fluffy schedule begins with Buffalo coming to town, coming to Camp Randall. Wisconsin by 28.
Apparently you guys are saying Wisconsin's going to be good this year. They're going to make a comeback. What better place in Camp Randall? They're going to win, cover, dominate.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of Wisconsin's big spreads just because
they can score fast.
They score fast. Being at Camp Randall, like they love watching Bucky just do push-ups and push-ups and push-ups. And they're not afraid to run it up, even if they have them absolutely demolished. They just keep pounding the ball. I will take Wisconsin winning and taking the big cover on that one.
Bard gave a whole bunch of extra information here. They're saying three big factors that they have on this.
Lay it on me, Bard.
Because it's supposed to be cool, which I thought it was supposed to be warm next weekend, but very windy. And then Wisconsin's without Jalen Berger, their star running back. Yeah. So,
shoot.
They don't got Berger. I might have to
no Berger on the sidelines, eh? Oh, shoot.
Mertz
I knew
back
that guy
with Wisconsin.
There you go, Alex. You want to change your pick now?
No.
So because Mertz is back, and I have no faith in him, and it's going to.
I have faith in Mertz.
I'm going. Wisconsin will win, but they'll only win by a couple touchdowns. I'm going Buffalo.
What the spread was?
Buffalo.
What 20, 25?
28.
Oh, even better. That's four plus touchdowns. Woo, Bucky. You better get that chest day pump going.
Okay, now we go Ohio State, the other true Big Ten game. And if we remember back in the COVID year, Indiana beat Ohio State on the opener.
They sure did.
They're in Bloomington. Ohio State picked to win by 29.5.
This is a tough spread. If it was an older Ohio State team or a previous year, it'd be like absolute domination. But since they're playing in Indiana, another Big Ten school, I think Ohio State's going to win, but I don't think they're going to beat them by 30 points.
Hey, yeah, that's tough. I've been staying on top of but part of me, these week one big spreads, I vaguely remember like in previous seasons, like the good teams just ball out. They're experienced. They're amazing. Like Ohio State can cover a 50-point spread. I think they can cover a 28-point spread or whatever it is against Indiana. I'm going to go Ohio State winning and taking the big spread to cover.
I can see it.
Yeah, it can be done.
They've done it before.
They could.
They had some massive spreads and freaking dominated it.
Like literally, I remember they played a no-name team that had like a 53-point spread. And I'm like, 53-point spread. They fucking did it. Like they won by 59. Unbelievable.
Yeah, here's the other side of the Big Ten power. Ohio State loves running the score up. Indiana's way down. Yeah, ever since losing Michael Penix, they're just down. So Ohio State will win, will cover.
All right. Yep.
Actually, Bard agrees with me. 45-15.
Yep, that sounds about right. Like I think Indiana will score maybe late, but I think it's going to be a very quiet crowd in Indiana. It's going to be a rough day for Indiana.
Second half.
Yeah, rough day. It's going to be a rough weekend for Indiana with Purdue losing to San Jose State, and by San Jose State I mean Fresno, and then University of Indiana getting dominated. It's going to be a rough day to be in Indiana.
Now the odds. Oh, I don't know why this is the odds on this one. Sorry for your research, y'all. It is Maryland is favored by 43.5.
Who are they playing?
Towson State at Maryland. Maryland by 43.
FCS school?
Towson State. I've honestly never
They're
heard of
FCS
them.
school.
FCS, okay. Yeah, I was like, I think NDSU's played them. That ring a bell.
Yeah, it does ring a
That's
bell.
why I heard.
Yeah, like my vast knowledge of Towson State and God, how good Maryland is. Maryland's gonna win. They're not gonna cover.
Yeah, that's a huge spread. Can we do a quick research? Towson State. Their mascot is what? Because that makes a big difference.
Hey, Darla.
Yeah, and school colors. This is all part of my
Doc the Tiger.
Yes, the Tigers.
Doc. They're Tigers. Good old Doc.
Doc the Tiger.
Mr.
Mr. Tiger, they call him.
Mr. Doc Tiger.
Mr. Tiger.
That say no more. Mr. Tiger, you're not gonna win, but I do think you're not gonna lose by 49 points. That
and they're
much
out of Maryland.
Yeah, exactly. So they're gonna say screw the Terps. Dr. Tiger is in town. Just keep
Dr. Tiger's in town.
Dr. Mr. Tiger is here.
Mr. Tiger over here.
For reals. So Maryland will win, that good Maryland rivalry. But yes, they will not cover the spread.
Huge rivalry.
Huge rivalry.
And as we've experienced so many times with Maryland, they have athletes. They always have athletes, and they make many mistakes. They could totally win by 60, and they could totally win by 14, and nothing in between. Yeah,
Towson State. They don't make mistakes. Towson.
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 Okay.
Friggin' Towson. I can't wait to watch.
I just feel like you're just like thinking Towson.
Me and Bard are going Maryland, and it just pains me. Bard has picked Maryland to win 50-3.
They no faith in Towson. None.
No respect. No
respect for Dr. Tiger.
This next one is in Champaign. This one blows me away, the point spread also. Toledo at Illinois. By 9.
Well, like when I see Toledo, I think of the Fresno State. Like they're not a joke of a team.
Right.
So I guess I can see that part. But we got Illinois doing pretty good. They're on the up and up. They're going to win. They're going to cover.
Yeah. They're going to make it to the Big Ten championship. Like Alex said, you can't start with a loss on your way to the Big Ten championship. So we're going to go Fighting Illini for sure. Winning and covering. Let's go Orange Men. So just kidding. That's Syracuse. I'm an idiot.
Do I have to stay with Bard?
You've been going for it so far.
Okay. Bard has Illinois winning 28-21. So that's Toledo.
Not quite 9.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for you to get a point on this.
Yeah, okay. That's a free point for you, Dad.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
West Virginia at Penn State. This is by far the toughest non-conference and playing the Big Ten West schedule that Penn State has. Penn State, in College Station. What? No. Collegeville.
I don't know.
Why am I drawing a blank? Anyway, Penn State picked to win 20 by 20 and a half. Excuse me.
Over West Virginia. Oof. Alex, lead us off.
Okay. I don't think this is a gimme win by Penn State. I think they're gonna win at home. They're not gonna cover. West Virginia.
God.
Take me home.
Yeah.
Country road.
I don't know much about the Mountaineers.
I don't know much about either, but
I do know that they're David Crockett. That 20 points, but it's at Penn State, so I think that's going to be huge. I think they're going to put on a show. I'm taking a lot of overs. Let's not break that because it's bound to be split down the middle. But I'm going to keep going over. I'll go Penn State winning and covering. Gotta love the Big Ten,
Bard is with you, Alex. They say they have experience because Clifford is back and defense, but the final score is Bard has is Penn State 38, Virginia 24. That is definitely less than 20.
Yeah, that is according to my math.
And the last one.
Oh, this next one is like the game of the week.
Oh my God.
Northwestern at Rutgers.
At Rutgers.
Whoa.
I said it was the other. Obviously this is Big Ten also, but Rutgers just kind of slips my mind. So Northwestern at Rutgers.
I think Northwestern's just gonna outright win. I don't know. This is literally a coin toss.
Yeah. What's the spread?
6.5. Rutgers.
Rutgers. Oh, yeah. I mean, ever since that one good year with Northwestern, they've kind of been poopty, and I don't necessarily like them. But again, I don't know them. I'm just going to
know the Scarlet Knights.
I know the Scarlet Knights. I know them well. Have been ever since they joined the Big Ten. Just fun fact about me. But unfortunately, the home team's got to lose sometimes. So I'm going to be with Alex on this one and say Northwestern wins outright, thus preventing the spread.
Well, Bard said because of the fact that Northwestern has a new quarterback, Ben Bryant, and also that Rutgers has a more experienced team and a better defense. So the final score they have is Rutgers winning by a field goal down the stretch, 23-20.
Okay.
So that means I'm also in the Northwestern camp.
Northwestern. Yeah. See, the fun thing about new quarterbacks is they can surprise you. Or if they don't play well, then you go, classic, no experience. But we don't know yet.
Where's College Game Day at the start off?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that.
I also don't
look it up while I share my screen and show what we got here.
I'm surprised it's probably not at Rutgers. I mean, seriously. I just
can't miss this game prime time.
I don't know why. All right. Sorry for people who are watching because I'm on my phone and still my camera's right in my forehead. Oh,
we will be on location for South Carolina, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. That seems nice.
Which, by the way, planting ahead, we're gonna have to do some create. Oh no, it might be on the road. Darla and I are going to North Carolina in 3 weeks. So
hell yeah! Are you going to Chapel Hill?
Going to Chapel Hill. Gophers at UNC.
That's gonna be freaking awesome. I think that'll be super fun.
Are you gonna make it to Duke as well, or no?
Yeah, our hotel is over in Durham, so we're walking distance to Duke, and so yeah, it's going to be pretty fun. I'm really excited.
That is going to be. Are you driving down there? Flying down there?
We're driving down, checking a couple more of the national park boxes, and
Sure.
I just got to tell you, between Spain and fall football in North Carolina, this retirement stuff is not easy.
Yeah, that's I'm pretty close to retirement.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to retirement, so I'm glad you're giving me ideas of what to do. And no, that's going to be super fun. I am jealous.
Okay, what do you think looking at the screen, guys?
Looks like a good Nebraska win.
Yeah, solid Nebraska. The good news is, Alex, you will know early on that one. Very excited. And you know what?
I'm jealous you get to go to that game. That seems awesome.
Yeah, Ashley's going to be just crazy. I can just tell already. She is going to be bonkers.
I'm guessing she has her gold attire already.
Yeah, she's been wearing it all weekend. She's that excited. She has not changed out of any Gophers gear for the past 4 days. So she's kind of wild like that.
Have you guys seen the Johnny Manziel documentary yet? If you haven't, it's pretty awesome.
I have not. No.
Pretty good.
I'm poor and I don't have Netflix anymore.
I just got Netflix this weekend. Everyone kept telling me about these documentaries. I'm like, God, I don't want to spend $20 for Netflix a month. And
brutal.
Did you watch Quarterbacks, Alex?
I got a couple episodes in. Pretty damn good.
I won't give away. It hooked us, and I'm more of a Kirk Cousins fan than I've ever been because they obviously comparing Marcus Mariota and Mr. Mahomes. Cousins is the slowest and does not have the game, but has to find special ways to make it work. And he is a workaholic.
Yeah, I like the guy.
That's why I was so excited in the car drafting with Ashley. I'm like, yep, she already has a quarterback. I'm like, I'm going to get Kirk Cousins. And then sure enough, freaking Lisa Dahl already has a quarterback on her team. Picks up another.
Great for me last year.
Yeah, he's solid. Mm-hmm. He throws for 2 touchdowns almost every single week. Like I was yeah, he is very, very solid. And I was just like reading, I clicked his name. He's had 8 consecutive seasons with 3,500 passing yards and 25 touchdowns. I'm like, that's
crazy.
Good. That's good. It's incredible. So I was very salty about that because she did not need a second quarterback. But
yeah, it's pretty quarterback heavy.
Do you see me?
I was there like, all right, Mahomes, I see that. Whatever, he's gone. Like people are gonna scoop him up. But after that, I'm like, people are getting quarterbacks already. You keep getting them.
Yeah.
Did you see? I got Deshaun Watson. He could
show him out.
He could put up some points.
It's a great time of the year with in 2 weeks everything's coming together and hey, if you made it to this part of the show, wow, the extended play version,
yes,
you are a super fan. Again,
I forget I'm on a podcast sometimes, so I just keep chatting away.
We know a little about a lot, and again, little about a lot.
I agree, but I'm excited. I can't believe college football is back literally this week. 4 days from now, we'll be at is it Huntington Bank?
Yep. Still
I keep forgetting.
That's what it is now?
It's Huntington Bank, but it's the bank nonetheless, and I am ecstatic. And we'll see. Nebraska-Minnesota games are always fun. They're always just rowdy. That first season opener, it's going to be awesome.
Yep. Well, I suppose we should close this one out.
We'll close it out. Bring her on in for the real deal. Here goes. Sports Stalls on 3. 1, 2, 3. Sports Stalls.